What up? Hello, hello, hello. This is alertwolf here. I'm gonna bring you another review, and this one is of Green Lantern, the animated series. This one's episode 19, called Loss. All right, and let me just start off by saying I think this was one of the best, if not the best episode they've ever done on this show. So let me just get right into it. It starts off, we're on the planet of the Red Lantern homeworld, Yalmalt. I don't know. Again, I'm bad with names. I'm pronouncing them. And the Guardian Director of Science is helping her, or she is helping them rebuild the planet. And this is going to be the day they sign the peace treaty. And then Hal Jordan and the rest get sent to the Red Lantern homeworld planet to officiate, and be part of the ceremony. After all, since they do have a Red Lantern on their team. And anyway, what's going on is they get right before Hal Jordan and the team get to the planet. Guardian noticed that a Red Lantern was activated but trapped. So when they get there, not a Red Lantern, excuse me, a Manhunter. When they get there, she sends them to get the Manhunter. Well, she goes over there and distracts Zox. There we go. And the bald dude. And why is there always a bald dude? Doesn't matter what comic book company you're reading, there must be a bald dude. It doesn't even make sense. He would just topple over. But whatever. So, they take out the Manhunter, but not before the Red Lanterns notice. And by Red Lanterns, I mean Zox. Zox himself sees it, so he thinks this is an imminent invasion, an attack. So they capture him. There's a couple of comedic moments. Now, you know what? I skipped this moment. Before they even get to the planet, they stop off at Razor's homeworld. And Razor visits the site where his fiancée dies. Aya follows him, and they talk, and the romance between Aya and Razor is really flourishing. I mean, because he loves her, and she loves him, and they were about to kiss in that moment. When they get interrupted by Hal Jordan. So that they had their emergency, they had to go. Alright. And so that's the subplot going on during this, is the romance between Razor and Aya. This will become important later on in the episode. So back to where I was. They end up capturing Zox. They explain it to the Guardian. It's a funny moment. She's like, well, we stopped the Manhunter, but... And then this is what's going on. So they end up tracking the pulse. They end up tracking the thing through some other Manhunter signals to the Maelstrom, and they take him with them to show him what's going on. And they find that the Manhunters are invading frontier space. And they explain to him that the Anti-Monitor now controls the Manhunters. And then we get the backstory of the Manhunter, which was the Anti-Monitor, which was thousands of years ago. A Guardian who's obsessed with making the most perfect being created him. And when the thing became self-aware, it turned on it and started eating the universe. But they banished it by sending him to another dimension, which he ate that universe and came to this one. So he's back home where he belongs, eating the universe. But during the scanning, he notices them and he goes after them and sends his Manhunter army after him. Aya is ordered to make a jump, but she can't do that because she needs to calculate things, and it's going to take about 4 minutes. So Razor, Kilowog, and Hal go outside to stall the Manhunters to buy them enough time. He gives Zox back his ring and said, "Hey man, if you want to help, we could use you out there." Zox's like, "Nah, I'm gonna stay inside." So things really heat up. The battle gets good, but as they're making their way back to the ship, Razor gets cut off. Aya noticed this first, and Razor's gonna get it. And Razor's fighting like a beast, I must say, by himself, cut off and surrounded. He is fighting hard, but he is not winning. So Aya goes to leave. Now, there had been some talk earlier that the Guardian was upset that Aya was still alive because she had ordered her terminated, and Hal's like, "She's part of my crew, and that's that." So the science director gives her an order to stay, and she disobeys it. So the fact that she disobeys the science director again is just proving to her that this chick is malfunctioning. So Aya goes out to save Razor. The other Green Lanterns get in, and they're like, "Where's Razor? He was right behind us." She's like, "That he was trapped, and Aya went after him after she disobeyed me. But now let's make the jump. Leave him." And that's an order. And he's like, "No, that man, I don't leave without my team." So he goes to make another pass to try to save him. So Razor takes a few hits. Aya saves Razor, and they're hugging and holding each other, and they're about to make their way towards the ship. And this right here is why this is the best episode I've ever seen from the show. She spots the Anti-Monitor making one of his Anti-Monitor blasts. She pushes Razor's out of the way, and she takes the brunt of a full hit, which starts wrecking her, messing her up real bad. Like, she loses some limbs. She's being basically digested, and corroded. And Razor grabs her afterwards, and she's like, she's dying. She's like, "I got 23 seconds to live." He's like, "We could download you back to the ship." She's like, "There's not time. I'm going to cease the function." She's like, "I know." He's like, "But I love you." And then I half expected like the Pink Lanterns to come out of nowhere, the Star Sapphires, because true love was being endangered. And she's like, "Now I know what it means to have regret. We never had a chance to." And then the energy, I guess it was just green energy making her up. I always thought it was just green skin, but whatever. It disappears, and all that's left is her helmet. Hal Jordan and the rest save Razor, grab him, and go. He loses the helmet. She dies, and that's how they end the episode. Bam. Now, I've said this on other reviews. I don't know what was up, man. The last, this is not the only show I'm watching where they just kill the main character. And whereas whatchamacallit, in Tron, when Abel died, it was an apparent death. This is an actual death. Now, this is really dead. Like, this person is really, she really died this time. Now, what I'm guessing is, since you have her creator on board, they're just gonna make a new one, and she won't be the same, and she won't have the memories, maybe, or maybe there's a backup, but it'll be devoid of her. I'm guessing. But either way, I mean, maybe they get rid of her to make room for any of the other lovely characters that they could do, but who knows? But wow, that the scene where he was holding her and she just faded away into nothing, that was touching. It hit on the heartstrings. I felt the pain of that loss. Great stuff, considering when you compare Green Lantern to Young Justice is a better show. It's a little darker, it's a little edgier, it feels better. And Green Lantern feels more Saturday morning cartoony slightly. But with episodes like this, man, and I'm a fan of the show, so with episodes like this, wow. Just wow. I'm giving this episode a 5 out of 5. There was, and it would have been like a 4 if she didn't die. There was the romance in the beginning. There was a lot of humor, which I like. The action was pretty awesome, especially with Razor. And then Aya was badass. She, like, when she went to save Razor, she sliced 3 of them in half in one move. And then when she bought it, man, wow. Wow. And that was it. They just ended it with her, with Razor being dragged away. Wow. So that's all I have to say about this episode. Wow. I'm gonna say the best episode I've ever seen out of the show. And the show's only getting better. So, again, 5 out of 5. Click it up if you like it. Comment if you must. And please, please, please subscribe if you can. And this is Alertwolf signing out.